Papa Bruce back again. As you may be able to tell, you can see we're back in Montana, back here for the summer, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice to get back in the trees again where I can have my hammock wherever I want. Anyway, today's video I want to keep short. We had a few questions about the 7-day prospecting trip that I had on a few weeks ago, and I want to answer those questions. And also, we had the Name the Snake contest. So I want to, we got the winner of that. And but first, let's take a few questions. I wrote some down that people had asked because I can't remember most stuff. And the first one, do you need a special license or a pass or something like that to prospect? I would have to answer that generally not. A lot of the areas have different rules, so it's probably a good idea to check with the local ranger or BLM office, and they could give you a little bit more information about that, but generally speaking, no. Next question is similar. It's where do you or can you prospect? Well, I almost always am on BLM land or Forest Service land. And generally speaking, you're free to do any prospecting that you wish, as long as you don't damage the environment. There's a few rules like that, but basically, unless there's already a claim on it, you can go ahead and work those areas. Again, the BLM is generally more common rules nationwide. Forest Service, it'd probably be a good idea maybe to check with your local Forest Service office also. Generally speaking though, not a problem. That's where we go, BLM or Forest Service. Norm writes, you have lots of equipment. It looks like an expensive hobby to get into. I think it's like anything. It can be or not. I will put a link, not a link, but a name down here below. I think it's A&B Prospecting, where a lot of that equipment, which was owned by Captain Dwayne, was purchased. And it's like any hobby. You can spend as much as you want to, but you can also, all you need is a pan. If you're in an area where there's water in a creek, go buy a pan. Watch some of the videos about how to work the pan. It's pretty simple, and you can start that way and have a lot of fun. I never expect really to find much, but I don't know. It's a good excuse to get out in the woods or the desert, as the case may be. Well, which is, let's see, that sort of leads into the next question. We never did see, what? We never did see a shot of the gold. Was there really any? I'll put a pic right up here, I think, is where it's going to be, or should be. Here's a close-up of the pan. Now this is a close-up, so it looks a whole lot better than it probably is, and it's, but it's a pretty nice, nice little bunch of gold there. Fun stuff. Oh, this is sort of off subject, but do you ever see any dangerous animals or reptiles? Not really, is the answer. In the desert, yes, I've run into rattlesnakes, like that guy. I've seen Gila monsters, like that guy. And just recently, actually, on a hike that a video I just did about hanging in the desert, I ran across one of these. And they're all poisonous. None of them want anything to do with you. I think most people are bit by any of these animals because they're messing around with them. Leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. But sure, those are out there. The one that really surprised me that I hadn't seen ever before, that I just saw, as I said, the last couple of weeks, is the giant desert centipede. And that guy was really Spooky. Okay, let's get on to the Name the Snake contest. And I'll have to admit, I probably should have phrased that a little bit differently, because George wrote in and he named the snake David. Well, I should have said, what kind of snake is it? And we've had a few other answers. Teton Terry sent in, I think she said a lime snake or live snake. I can't remember the pronunciation of the snake. It is a snake found in Arizona, but it was not that particular snake. And boy, they do look alike. But the snake that we were looking at, or that we have, I think I have another picture of it up here that was in the video. Gosh, he was probably 4 foot, maybe 5 foot long. It's a big snake, and the ones you mentioned don't get that long. So the correct answer, and Nate sent me the email on this one, as well as Stephanie, and the answer is gopher snake. Since they were the first two to send them in, let's send them each one of my things that I make up. Anyway, we're back in Montana. If you have any other questions about pretty much anything related to that hiking and camping and backpacking and that kind of stuff, send me a message in the comment. Write it down in the comment section, and we'll do another one of these Q&As. But right now I'm sort of anxious to get up the trail, so I think the next thing we're going to do is hike up Bass Creek and see what it looks like for the year. Until then, keep hiking.